Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans live in attendance at the River Center, and everyone streaming live around the world, this is our main event of the evening. Scheduled for five-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Championship. Powered by 7G Distributing Bud Light. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 136 pounds. He trains at Team Alpha Male and is sponsored by Bishop Jones Law and V Force. Joining us from Sacramento, California, Dwight Joseph. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains at American Top Team and is sponsored by Never Been Stronger, God Got Me, God Got You, Happy Joe's, Countryside Kennel and Boarding, Squirrels Tree Service, McCarl Family Racing, and Mint Beast Boxing MMA. Joining us from Indianapolis, Indiana, he's your current Caged Aggression Professional Flyweight Champion, Eric Showtime Shelton.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Fight clean, fight fair, fight hard. Obey my commands at all times. When I say break, you break. When I say stop, you stop. Red, do you have any questions? Blue, do you have any questions? Touch them up now if you wish, and let's do this.
They go to the center of the cage, they face off, they touch gloves, and we are ready to go.
This is going to be a fast-moving fight, gentlemen.
Absolutely, but scheduled for five-minute rounds.
Try to keep up, Bermas.
Try to keep up.
Electricity in the arena, you can feel it, you can feel it. Let's go, boys.
Dwight Joseph trying to start it out with a little bit of front kick. Shelton keeps the distance. Leg kick from Dwight Joseph.
This is how I saw Shelton fight in the UFC. I bet all 6 of his UFC fights. He likes to download for the first couple minutes. He likes to soak it in.
Hard clash there between the two. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he just likes to, just from when I bet him on in the UFC, he likes to download for the first couple minutes, get his reads. It's a 5-round fight. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Right.
Looking for a jumping knee right there.
Both guys capable of finishing fast, and at the same time, neither has been finished in their career.
Correct.
Hard.
Looking for the head kick right there. Wow.
Joseph in that southpaw stance. That rear leg's dangerous. Both of their rear legs are dangerous to the head. That is the open side of the stance. You keep that hand down, you go to sleep against a great fighter with a rear leg kick. He sets it up.
Fair to say Shelton has the speed advantage. Joseph seems to have the power advantage, at least so far. Oh, we got a knife.
You do not want that in a championship fight, thank you.
No, we do not. No. Let's just hope that he's able to recover. We haven't had great luck this weekend so far with eye
we
pokes.
haven't.
We've had the opposite of good luck with eye pokes.
Knock on canvas.
Let's just hope we don't see the doctor having to come in.
Shelton seems to be blinking it out.
He's taking his time. We've got plenty of time, by the way. Dwight Joseph looks like he's eager to get back into the action.
Well, he was doing a good job landing the low kicks, Joseph was. Eric Shelton's going to have to start checking those kicks. He cannot take heavy kicks like that over.
Thunderous kicks.
Yeah, a lot of power for a small guy.
All right, we're about ready. A little warning from the referee. Hey, just watch those hands, watch those fingers.
Keep your fingers in.
We're ready to go. Back at it. Start that clock back up. Powerful leg kicks from Dwight Joseph. Catching them off balance.
Just talking about those leg kicks. Shelton's got to do something about that.
Well, if you're front leg heavy, you can really get yourself in trouble against good kickers. So you've got to be able to crane that leg up, check those kicks, negate that offense.
Dwight Joseph's been looking for that head. He's head hugged with those kicks.
If he can hit Shelton in the head as hard as he's hitting in the leg, it may be 19 points.
Well, the main thing is, too, with rear leg kicks to the rear arm, I mean, that's something people do that deliberately to damage the right arm so the power punch isn't there anymore, or you're afraid to even throw it for fear of getting caught with a head kick.
Shelton got a little bit of respect back there. He caught the chin of Joseph. But then he backs up and lets Joseph come in.
Power double here.
Lifts him right up. He's going to dump him. Okay. Got a good dump, but Shelton did a good job of not just getting dumped on his back.
Shelton blocking out there.
Yep.
Needs the underhook with the left arm. He's got to get the underhook. And
right now, side control from Dwight Joseph.
Joseph underneath both arms.
Where do you think he's going from here, Pat? Elbows from Shelton from the bottom.
I mean, Joseph's trying to move up, go to mount. That's where Shelton has to get that underhook. The left arm has got to be in underhook position here. There, he got it in there and got guard back. Joseph gave him a tiny bit of space and he was able to get guard back. Shelton had to fight for that space, but either way, once you get in the inch, you can get that guard back. That's how tight these guys' games are.
In every area of this fight so far, Shelton is getting worked a little bit. He's getting worked standing. He's getting worked on the ground. 5-round fight, a lot can change.
That's where you're dealing with going up a weight class and a very, very strong guy on top of you.
Absolutely. Joseph is smothering him, not letting him really do anything.
Trying to step over, can't get there. Elbows from the bottom from Shelton. Another elbow. That was a good one that came across.
Shelton attempted to kick him off. Dwight said, no, thank you. I'll stay right here.
90 seconds to go in the first round.
Yeah, Joseph, very strong base.
Referee going to stand it up. Kind of surprised.
What are we doing here, ref? I don't know about that at all. Joseph was working, doing damage. Respect to your ref, but I don't agree with that decision at all.
Okay, Shelton. I think Shelton has the edge in the boxing and he needs to take advantage of that. Nice
big judo toss.
Shelton to the mount, almost half guard now.
Shelton said, I'll see your takedown and I'll raise you one of my own.
I think he's got to get some work done still to try to take this round.
52 seconds left.
So I just saw Joseph pull his underhook out, which is surprising to me. He made a big mistake there on the ground. Shelton needs to cross his legs there if he's only got one hook in, or go to the Oklahoma ride.
Looking for that neck right now.
Goodness.
He's got about 30 seconds to work it.
The crowd is loving
Hard to tell
it.
from this angle whether he's got anything or not. It's definitely not under the chin.
Joseph doesn't have a neck.
He's trying to fight it, trying to push it off. Oh, we didn't really realize how close that was. I thought there was another 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, maybe issues with the clock here.
Does that steal the round?
Potentially.
I mean, that's a close round to call.
Potentially. That's a big move, though. A good confidence builder going into the second round for Shelton.
And as you know, Pat, a lot of judges tend to lean in a close round to what happens towards the end.
Sure.
What was your last visual?
Yeah. Need more, you want to find out the medical history of your judges, and if there is any dementia in the family, you want to activate at the end of the round. Last thing they remember.
Oh, Pat Miletich, here's some of the action there, those leg kicks that we were talking about.
And there's the eye poke.
Yep, that have been devastating from Dwight Joseph.
And we'll revisit this one more time, then I won't bring it up again.
Power double. Shelton did grab the cage a little bit there.
Slightly got the fingers.
Didn't love the stand-up, and I'm interested to see if he's going to ref that way all night. Thought Joseph was doing work, didn't love the stand-up, but hey, it happened, and it helped. It certainly helped Shelton. Got a takedown of his own. Could have stolen the round.
The takeaways for me is Joseph, the advantage with the low kicks. Shelton, definitely the advantage boxing. From what we've seen, fairly equal in terms of the takedown ability. We've got a hell of a fight up.
We do. And I would just add that Shelton's going to want to watch that head kick. If that head kick lands, that could be night-night. Quick takedown by Dwight Joseph into half guard. Smothering Eric Shelton like we saw midway through the first round.
Got the foot on top of the thigh there, looking to vice his way out and to the mount.
He's not been able to
Shelton
step
got to
up.
get the underhook. Got to get the underhook. It's a big pet peeve of mine.
Joseph smothering on top here. As we saw in the first round, Shelton couldn't get him off. It was the referee that pulled Dwight up. He didn't like the work he was doing, didn't think he was doing enough. But without that ref, no, Shelton seems stuck here on bottom for the next 4 minutes
At the
and
same
12
time,
seconds.
he's not posturing up. There's a shot.
Shelton's hitting the lockdown on the leg. He was trying to hold him in place. Obviously, Joseph is grinding, putting a lot of pressure on Shelton out of the mount.
Almost and does
Yes.
step over. This is a bad spot for Eric Shelton to be with 4 minutes
Mounted
to go.
with your head up against the cage. I don't think you've ever felt that before. It's not fun.
Doesn't sound fun. Look for that neck possibly.
Turn. Oh, he had to get his hips kicked back to be able to come up on top there.
And I, you know, seeing that how wide open that neck was, somebody who was really good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu would have jumped all over that
Yes.
in the fight.
Well, look, these guys are both well-versed in chokes. Both well-versed in defensive chokes as well. So it's tough to get them. Tough to get them on guys that are quality.
I did see that too there, Bermas. That was ripe for the taking. Just with a,
I mean, Shelton's extremely quick and was able to turn it around for a moment. But right now, what we're watching is just a dominant ground game by Dwight Joseph.
he's so strong
Elevate.
there.
Got to get the underhooks. Fighting for it. Joseph too strong in there.
Not even a warning. Ah,
They're both
I'm
active.
sorry.
They're both
I'm
very
sorry.
active.
I don't
Wow.
like it.
Dwight Joseph upset about it. I mean, what's your opinion right there, Pat?
I don't think it's a justified stand-up. I
You
have to
gotta
be
at least
honest.
give him a couple warnings. 0 warnings from the ref. I don't
Well, and he
strongly
had,
disagree.
he had just moved to half guard when the stand-up happened. So, just going to say it.
We saw a fight last night. The referee, different ref, gave him 4 warnings before he stood him up. It was kind of
Right.
4 strikes, then you're out. That's how you do it. You don't just, you gotta give him at least a warning.
Right.
Come on.
This is where Shelton needs to take care of the boxing. Start scoring some points.
Halfway through the second round, this one's scheduled for 5.
I think both guys have found the roadmap to win. Who's going to employ it remains to be seen.
What's the roadmap, Pat?
Shelton needs to outbox him and move and control the center of the ring, period. End of story. Shelton showed a lot of promise when he was on top of Joseph, but Joseph has the power wrestling. If he gets in on doubles, he's going to get a takedown, and look, ultimately the low kicks and the wrestling for Joseph is where it's at.
And Joseph has him pressed up against the cage, throws a knee. Shelton kind of struggling right there, turns him around, gets that underhook. Looks like he's trying to get some separation here.
And Joseph possibly less incentive to take it to the ground, because if he's going to make me stand up in 60 seconds, why would I? Joseph may be searching for answers here.
Good point. Got to be careful on the clash of heads there.
A couple times I've seen them come close to clashing heads.
Would love to see Shelton just throw those hands out there. I think he has a massive speed advantage.
That's where he needs to counter. That left hand right there, a little bit lazy. It drops as it comes through. That's where the counter right is there. They definitely clashed heads there.
Yeah, he said clash of heads. They fight on.
I think
So that's where the jab comes in for Shelton. When he switches to conventional, you got to poke him with the jab. When he goes back to southpaw, that's where the right hand has to come through.
Almost hit heads again.
Yeah.
good body
That's
shot.
see, the left hand of Joseph is not crisp, not sound. It drops after it comes out. I'm picking that apart
Oh,
all
he
day
gets him with
long.
the right there, Pat.
Shelton connected.
Every time he throws that left hand, he should be paying a price.
We saw sweat fly off the head of Joseph, a la Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman.
I mean, I'm deliberately circling into that power hand to get him to throw it so that I can counter him.
Good kick, answered by a good spinning back fist.
Less than 30 seconds to go. Who wants this round? Right now, a close one again.
Very close round.
However, I feel like
There's
Dwight
the jab
Joseph,
now,
you know,
conventional stance, and okay.
I guess we got less
Smart.
round.
Shelton seemed to be in that part of the fight, dialing in the right hand, the counters, things like that over the left. So
But do the takedowns give Joseph the round? Not a lot of hand movement, not a lot of action.
not a lot of beating him up once he gets the takedown, but again, he's not given the time to do it. But either way,
And Eric Shelton coming in the favorite right now over at CagedAggression.tv.
here we go.
Last
Now he
chance
sees
to get
moving
in.
here. Slides up the mount. And there he gets to half guard. And I think that was right before the referee stepped in and stopped as he moved to half guard, which is a no-no.
Interesting moment here, boys. We're sitting cage side. The Team Alpha male guys, obviously buddies with Uriah Faber, Clay Guida, they were getting in the ref a little bit, saying, hey, we didn't like that stand-up. The ref said, hey, you don't tell me how to do my job. He shut that down real
And
quick.
you know what? No, it's the corner man's job to give him shit. 100%. Absolutely. I don't care what the referee says back to me. I'm going to get in shit.
Good for you. I believe
You
that.
have to.
I believe that, Pat Miletich.
And they tap him up for round 3 of 5. Feints from Joseph. Good inside leg kick.
He should be employing those kicks all day long.
I have to
Serious
agree.
power.
Or he should be trying to set up that head kick. You know, I believe if he lands with one of those head kicks, anybody's going to set. Good right hand right there on the way out.
Both guys connecting here early in the first 30 seconds.
Shelton needs to be circling into that power hand when he's in southpaw to get him to throw it.
That jab doesn't miss for Shelton. From him on this jab and jab and jab.
As soon as he goes, yes, when Joseph is in conventional stance, smack him with it.
Yes.
But I'm looking for that right hand and deliberately, again, circling into it. I can't stress that enough because of the laziness, how it drops after he throws it. He is ripe for the picking there.
Why do you think that is, Paz? Because he's never been finished? Just why protect my head if I can't ever be knocked out?
I think, you know, fighters develop...
Ooh, good right sneaks through.
Fighters develop
definitely.
habits.
There's Shelton with the kick. Gets caught right there from Joseph. Still pressing forward. Ooh, big knee right there. Still pressing forward to Shelton.
There's the jab. That's where it should come out.
Interesting. Rounds 1 and 2, we saw Joseph being the aggressor and Shelton backing up. Now the roles have completely flipped here in the 3rd round. Was that Shelton's plan all along?
Well, he's a guy that's been there. You know, I've seen him go 5 rounds before. So I think that's just part of his game, right?
Just can't let it get too far away from him, though, with a guy who is obviously very dangerous.
Oh, goodness.
Right, left, gets through.
Goodness. Are we seeing the gas tank drop a little for Joseph here? Shelton seems like getting stronger the longer the fight goes on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dwight Joseph's range not quite there on that last leg kick either.
Yeah.
Just short. Ooh, right hand gets through for Shelton.
Take that right hand all day long.
And that's the counter right you were talking about. There's a left that sneaks
See
through.
how that left hand
Shelton.
looked? Do you see how Joseph's left hand looked there? It goes across too much as well. So he's giving the angle to Shelton to counter it.
Shelton's having fun in there. He's dancing. He loves these marathon fights.
Well, again, the first 2 rounds, not quite sure who got them. This one
Another
definitely
counter
looks
right
like
there.
in Eric Shelton rounds.
It does.
Starting to pick them apart on the feet.
How has Joseph's game plan changed from the stand-ups from the referee? Did that get into his head?
Very well may have, Pat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why would I want to take you down if the ref's just going to stand me up in 45 seconds,
Right.
no matter what I'm doing? Not entirely fair. Don't have a PO. Oh, Shelton hits him again.
Inside leg kick.
That left hook and that jab seem to always be there. They cannot miss for Eric Shelton.
Doubled up on the right hand there. By Shelton.
Joseph touched him there, but Shelton's fine. That legendary Eric Shelton chin takes it like it's a
Nice left hook to finish that combo.
Shelton controlling where the fight goes. And there could be many reasons for that, but he just seems to be the fresher guy.
Solid shot from Joseph there.
Although he did get touched there.
A minute to go in the 3rd round.
Slippery canvas there.
And Dwight Joseph barrels through, gets the takedown, a couple elbows from the bottom by Shelton.
What's he got to do here to steal the round, Jason?
You know, I think that he has to posture up and land 3-4 good shots. You do that, you're going to take this round. But at the same time, Shelton has done a great job of negating any kind of real offense here.
You know, you got to understand, guys, there's a slippery, this isn't canvas, this is vinyl. The sweat, you can slip like an eel underneath people. That tells you how strong Joseph is on top, putting the pressure on him.
Yeah.
You can slide out from underneath a 400-pound guy on a surface like this.
Appears he's looking at the head and arm choke, but it's not going to be there in 15 seconds. And he'd have to step over to the opposite side. He hasn't been able to get full mount yet.
He's just holding him down right now.
Doesn't seem to
Trying to land a few shots.
You know, but the question is, again, does that win him the round? There's an elbow to the body. There's an elbow to the head. I mean, conventional wisdom,
No.
that might be Eric Shelton's best round and probably the most definitive one for him. But at the end of the day, I'm seeing 3 very close rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I would
close.
exactly agree with that.
Real close rounds.
You know, we might end up seeing a split decision if the next 2 rounds are anything like the past 3. Let's see if we can see some of the action in that round. Again, early on, first 3 minutes, Eric Shelton really putting on a clinic. And then you just had Dwight Joseph get the takedown, power through, get on top, and show what he's done when it has gone to the ground, and that's smother Eric Shelton and become dominant.
Yeah, it's been very clear from early on in this fight where the advantages lie. And it has remained the same throughout so far. So how does it change odds-wise whether it's going to go the distance or not now,
Well,
Joshua?
Bermas pretty much hit it on the head here at the Joshua Children's Sportsbook. It has moved to -110 either side. This is a pure coin flip live, boys.
Okay.
And also, cash your over 3 rounds bet.
Oh, there you go. There you go. No first round finishes in the main event tonight, folks. And they touch him up round 4 championship rounds.
Shelton touches him with a jab right off the bat.
Return from Dwight Joseph. All right, 1-2 from Dwight Joseph.
Dwight Joseph got him there. But Joseph seems to come out the first minute of these late rounds and look fresh, and then seems to tire a bit. That's when Shelton puts his running shoes on and starts going to town.
Good inside leg kick right there from Eric Shelton. Avoids the return leg kick from Joseph. Looks to the body from Shelton. Leg kick. Dwight Joseph.
We were talking about winner of this fight possibly gets a UFC contract. I would love to see both these guys in the UFC. I think they're both very talented. I think they both have a lot to offer.
Front kick from Eric Shelton.
Shelton rubbing the sweat off the bottom of his foot because of the surface they're on.
Joseph is leaking sweat all over the place.
Yes, he is.
Big leg kick from Shelton right there.
Flying knee.
Got a knee into the gut there. Never feels
Hit him on
good.
the side.
I don't care how good your abs are. That does not feel good. Shelton continuing to lead the dance.
Just trying to pick at him.
Leg kick return from Dwight Joseph.
Got to step in a little deeper on that. Shelton would have landed. It was a good setup.
Another
Kick just a
strong
little
kick.
short though, little short. Not really digging into the body, getting him on the arm. And if anything, I'd say that's kind of the Achilles heel of the offense of Dwight Joseph on the feet is, you know, he's got the leg work, but he's not quite landing enough. Like right now, Shelton's closed the distance and he's not able to effectively use those legs, right? He's right there. Give him the inside leg kick.
He could throw him. I think he is just occupied with the fact that I think he knows Shelton has him outgunned with hands. And I think it's keeping him honest, so to speak.
Left hand from Dwight Joseph.
He got him there. Oh, again, backing up Dwight Joseph.
Exchange lefts and then a body kick from Joseph. Left, right from Shelton.
Joseph may be better backing up than he is going forward. Counters very well.
Good body shot from Joseph.
It's a Joseph round so far.
Going to see some combos out of these two.
Another left hand from Shelton gets through, however.
Shelton needs to counter over that left hand.
Misses with that right to the body.
I like what I'm seeing from Joseph here. I think even backing up, he's landing his shots. Seems to have a
Looks
power
for the head
advantage.
kick, just misses.
Shelton just not pulling the trigger enough here.
So, yeah, I love the kid, but just seems unsure what to do when he has the footwork, but seems to not want to throw his hands. Not entirely sure why.
Well, we're almost.
Oh, there was
big
Hands! I think he heard me, Pat.
I think that wobbled him a little bit.
I think he heard us, Pat.
Well, let me just say
And again,
we're almost through the 4th round right here.
Got to pick it up.
And, well, we just haven't seen more than a 1-2-3 from Shelton.
Right.
And we haven't really seen the 3rd on most of 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Right. Well, and that has to do with Joseph's power, too. Don't want to get caught clean. 4-ounce gloves.
And there's one of those shots right there. Yeah, left hand gets through.
starting to see why neither gentleman is at the big finish.
There's that 1-2. Hits him with the second one.
That's where you try to pull that left hand out of him again. See what I'm saying? How it sweeps across.
No, that chin was wide open on that one. That was one of the more wild lefts that he'd thrown.
I mean, that's where you got to stand your ground, cover that side of your head, let it hit, and then fire straight right
There's
down the
leg.
middle.
Oh, spinning stuff. We're throwing spinning stuff.
Less than a minute to go in the 4th round.
Stick to layups, not three-pointers.
Ooh, big shot lands for Dwight Joseph. Stepped in on that one.
There's why.
But there's a 1-2 from Shelton.
It's getting fun now, boys.
Tit for tat.
Again, another really close round. Shelton looks like he's edging him out in this one as well. Good left hook. Dwight gets
Connects
through.
again. Whoever wins the last 10 seconds here wins the round, I think.
Certainly will stand out in the judge's eyes. There's the last 10 seconds.
Oh,
Left,
that
right
might get
from
him
Eric
around.
Shelton. Very evenly matched fight.
I think Shelton's seeing clearly where his advantage lies.
Seems to. Let's go. What a round. How lucky are
One
we?
more round. Your Caged Aggression Trilogy before we wrap up this 3-night event. Dwight Joseph, Eric Shelton, I would not even try to guess how they have it on the scorecards. I could see it 2-2. I could see it 3-1 one way, 3-1 the other way. Very close rounds. If I'm, in those corners, I'm going to tell them, number one, you got to win this round. Number two, if you see the finish, you better get after it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm sitting here with you boys and I'm not a judge because I told, just like Bermas said, 2-2 wouldn't shock me, 4-0 wouldn't shock me. I think
The cards could be all over the place.
and I think they will. I think we'll see some crazy cards.
And I mean, you look at some of the replays there, and there's that 1-2 from Shelton, and sometimes the first one's not getting through. The one is, landing pretty clean. Dwight Joseph is eating these shots rather well. Dwight Joseph is also sending his own left that's sneaking through from time to time.
Probably safe to say that Joseph's shots are more thunderous, whereas Shelton has more pop volume.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that Shelton has the better head movement. He's sneaking in the 1-2 much more. And like Pat said, on the feet, he seems to have the advantage. But Dwight Joseph not backing down, leads with that body kick.
If I'm Joseph's corner, I'm saying land heavy leg kicks as much as you can before a takedown. And then grind the clock, and if they stand you up, they stand you up. Then go back to your low kicks.
Shelton with the takedown.
And Shelton gets the takedown.
Shelton knows how to wrestle.
That was a great level change. Did it rather quickly, got right under and scooped him
And
up.
Joseph certainly didn't expect that this far into the fight.
No, he did not.
Everything Eric Shelton does is quick. His hands are quick. Takedowns are quick. Foot movements quick.
Yeah.
And, he's probably looking to ride this out for the next 4 minutes on top, sneak shots in while he can,
See if
and
the
take this
referee.
round.
We'll see if the referee stands him up now.
Exactly.
Well, Shelton already got one elbow,
a lot
landing
of
body
punches.
shots. Yep,
To be
staying
fair,
very active.
yeah, Shelton's not taking any chances here.
And really the one thing that was never questionable to me, now I had not seen Dwight Joseph fight, but that Eric Shelton could go 25 minutes.
Sure.
And clearly, even right now, this is not lay and pray. He is very active and he's working hard here, 21 minutes plus into this fight.
Got to pass, get the half guard at least.
And he does.
Which I think he just did, yeah.
Yes, he does. He's got the knee over that leg. Now into half guard, now trying to bowl him over a bit. Maybe looking at this neck. The referee, however, taking a good look.
Shelton possibly looking for a finish here, wants to take it out of the judge's hands. I don't
Might have
blame
to
him.
watch being rolled right here. Dwight Joseph very strong.
Bad hit.
Ooh. Hits him with a shot on the way up.
Transitional left hook out of the stand up.
Very clearly an Eric Shelton 5th round here, about 2 minutes in. That could be big, could be huge.
Good leg kick from Dwight Joseph.
Shelton connects there, pushes Joseph back a little. Shelton pretty clearly the pressure fighter here, but Joseph still has that power.
You know what? Joseph not breathing heavy. Hands are high. You know, if I was watching this fight blind, I wouldn't know if it was round 2 or round 5.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he's got a huge gas tank, too.
Yeah.
You know, people can't keep their hands up for 25 minutes, let alone stand in the cage, get clipped, try to clip somebody else and keep them up. And really, like I said, no really wear and tear that I'm seeing on Dwight Joseph. Very common there still against a high caliber mixed martial artist.
No blood on either gentleman. What a fight. What a way to end the trilogy. This is fantastic.
2 minutes left.
Time to leave it all out there now, boys. You can't take those minutes with you. Shelton
Oh, he
connected
wobbled him a little bit there.
Definitely caught him with that right again, Pat. You know, again, that once.
There it is again.
In.
Now he's countering over the left.
The hometown Eric Shelton crowd loves that.
Dwight Joseph just ducks under that hook.
Spin technique coming. Yeah.
Looking for it. He was trying to set it up.
Then he's going to come with the right hand.
A little over a minute to go in this 5-round championship fight.
When a guy gives you a look like he's going to spin, it can make you a little leery.
Oh, he connected again. Sweat just flew into my eye.
Well, at least it's not blood.
And again to the body.
What are you worried about, Bermas? They've been tested.
I'm not worried. You're the one that got blood on you the first time we did fights together. Got a sour look on your face.
Great foot movement from both gentlemen here. They both know what's on the line. A belt, possibly a UFC contract, and the win. Oh, the sprawl!
Good sprawl.
That's the first takedown I think you've seen Eric Shelton stuff tonight.
Well, stuff that convincingly for sure.
Yes.
And really, it looks like he's going to end up in a dominant position. Maybe not. I guess they're back to their feet. 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds on the dot.
Left, right gets through for Shelton.
Put it all out there, boys.
That 1-2 has been his bread and butter all fight.
Right hand just misses. Joseph knew to duck after his left hand. Oh, God.
Another. The takedowns are coming easier and easier here in the 5th round.
Caught him with his legs together.
And that'll probably wrap this fight up.
I'm going to put an exclamation point on things.
Dwight Joseph throwing kicks, spinning around, last second shot. What a fight. Great main event here at Caged Aggression, the Trilogy.
Close fight.
Close fight, both fighters holding their hands up. Personally, I think Eric Shelton did enough to win. I think obviously the 5th round is his. I thought the 4th round was his, and somewhere in those first 3 rounds that were extremely close, I think he gets one.
I think you're exactly right.
So we'll see. I mean, again, those cards could be all over the place, and I kind of expect them to be that.
Yeah.
See some of the action throughout this last round. Again, Shelton continually going to that 1-2, but we saw 2 separate takedowns in that round. But as you can see, Dwight Joseph not just giving up and coming in with some big shots. There's that big counter right you was talking about.
Yeah, and there's the last takedown there. Caught him with his legs together.
Miletich was saying live that Dwight looked pretty hurt on that counter, and when we see on the replay, he did seem to kind of try to gather his legs back.
Wobbled a little bit.
Yes, sir. What a freaking fight.
3 nights, big fights, Caged Aggression, the Trilogy. Absolutely, Mike Goodwin making his way to the stage.
He's telling us he's on 3 weeks' notice.
You looked great, my friend. Let me tell you, especially for 25 minutes.
The fighters always go straight to UFC. Pat Miletich, Hall of Famer. He's saying 3 weeks' notice. I showed up.
Well, I'll tell you what, a gas tank for 25 minutes against Eric Shelton shows you're ready to fight anytime, anywhere, against anybody.
Yeah, 25-minute fight with somebody who's that quality, coming off an injury as well. And hats off to Mr. Joseph.
Absolutely, and Jason Vargas enters the stage with Mike Goodwin. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 49-46, 49-46, and 48-47, declaring your winner by unanimous decision and new Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Champion, Eric Showtime Shelton!
Well, there you go.
And
Close
Eric
decision.
Shelton crying in the cage. And you know what? He was waiting on that decision. He didn't know. Very close fight. Close fight.
It was a close fight.
We had it 48-47 either way, brother.
Dwight Joseph over here pleading his case to Pat Miletich.
I'm not the judge.
That is correct.
Yep.
I'm not the judge.
But at the same time, gritty performance by both guys.
Yeah.
Very proud to be in there, and we hope to see Dwight Joseph back in the cage.
Oh, I sure do.
Jason Vargas about to make it official with Eric Shelton with those two straps around his waist.
What a fight. What a fight.
Come on over, champ. Champ. Congratulations on the big win, Eric. I know this one meant a lot to you. You came up a weight class to do this. Hey, talk to us about how it feels becoming the champ now. And before you do, I know I owe you an apology off that decision. Go ahead.
Man, dude, first and foremost, I gotta thank God, man. Hey, my Lord and Savior gets me through all my obstacles, and I'm able to do it because of him. Because of God, that's it. I'm telling y'all right now, man, I dropped down to my knees because God gave me all this glory. It ain't nothing else.
Hey, now, we all know how tough of a fight this was. Anything special you did to prepare for this one? We all know how huge this one was for you.
Man, I get in the gym and I work my ass off every single day, man. This is a testament to God, the glory God gives me every day to get up and go train. And I do it for my babies, man. I do it for my family, and I do it for every one of you guys out here, man. I love you guys so much. You guys have no idea how good it feels to come home and get a double title, man. This means the world to me.
Well, look, you got a whole crew back here waiting to come in and share this moment with you. But before we let that happen, I want to ask, anything you want to mention, anything at all we left out before we get to that?
Man, I want to thank all my sponsors, man. I love you guys so much. You helped me so much through this camp. My family and all my people, my grandma Jeannie right here, man. She's my rock, my savior, my dad. I love all you guys so much. My cousins, everybody's out here, man, come to support your boy. So let's go, man. It's showtime, baby. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your new Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Champion and Professional Flyweight Champion, Eric Showtime Shelton.